lawyer, angry white lawyer, yeah, angry white ex-lawyer, whatever. Here again, and yeah, today's little rant. I hope you like my T-shirt, British Brainwashing Corporation. They're shameless, aren't they? Yeah, so talking about Plaid Cymru, my homeland, because we all love Wales. Yeah, well, some of us do, perhaps some of you don't, but it's an important part of the United Kingdom, certainly in terms of what's coming up in the elections this year, and yeah, the state of the country, this country that I'm in now, is pretty dire, actually. We are bottom of the table regularly in things like educational performance, in NHS results. I mean, it's shameful, really. And Labour's policy, they've been in power the whole time here. For the last 27, 30 years, and their policy, like Westminster's policy, has always been just plough more money and just keep shoveling it in, because there's that big money tree that you can just shake. It's full of taxpayers' money, and you just put that into a big pit, and that'll make things get better. Well, that does not work. And anyone who's in business will tell you chucking money at stuff isn't always the answer. And in the public sector, that's certainly true. You need good organization. You need good people in charge. You need to cut out waste. All that seems to have been forgotten by Tory governments, Labour governments. They're all the same. So, yeah, I'm astonished to see that Plaid Cymru are now in the lead after Reform were more or less neck and neck with them for a while in the polls for the upcoming Senedd elections. It's a shock, because most of the people in Wales don't live in the mid area of Wales or North Wales. They live in the south, where Welsh isn't really widely spoken as much as it is elsewhere. Although it's kind of in vogue to send your kids to Welsh school now, and I'm not knocking that. If you want to do that, that's fine. And it's I'm a supporter of the Welsh language, actually, even though I don't speak it. But yeah, it's astonishing that areas like the one I'm in South Wales are leaning that way. Although in a general election, I think my area would certainly go to Reform, as would most of South Wales. But yeah, so I've got a theory about it, and I think that it's a punishment vote. It's a punishment vote for Labour. The first time I suppose it's happened for a long time, really, punishment votes. But the most recent one, in the most recent times, I'm sorry, the biggest one for me was Biden. The electorate wanted to punish Trump, get him out of office. They didn't really care what Biden stood for. They didn't vote for him. They voted against Trump, apparently. So, they then regretted it, because look at the subsequent election, where Trump won more or less in a landslide right across the board, including the popular vote. But I think this is a real danger, because in a recent YouGov poll, 24% of Labour voters actually are displeased with performance in the Senedd or Westminster. That's their own voters, for goodness sake. So there's the country is crying out for change nationally and here in Wales. So what are my fellow countrymen and women thinking when they switch to Plaid? Is it because, well, we haven't had enough socialism? Give us some more. We haven't had enough over the past 30 odd years. Give us some more. Hit me, hit me, hit me. I mean, really. I don't fathom it at all. And I've heard one guy say that I talked to about it. They're for Wales, aren't they? They'll fight our corner, aren't they? Yeah, really. Okay. If that's the way you think, mate, then vote for them. That's your choice. But you're going to get socialism on steroids. This is a party that has propped up the Labour government during its whole time, really, in the Senedd. And very recently, actually, when it propped them up in relation to getting the budget through, thanks to the Caerphilly result. It's a really bad thing to vote against someone rather than for positive policies. And I don't get it. I really don't understand. But I have to say that I think reform, despite the fact that we're behind here in education. Our standards are the lowest they've ever been, and the NHS, where our performance is dire. I think Reform have really dropped the ball. They've got one lady who's defected from the Conservatives, and she's sitting in Cardiff Bay now. Not literally in the Bay, I mean in the Senedd. And we've just had another defection, haven't we? Somebody, is it Mr. Evans? I can't remember. But where are the policies, guys? If you've got grassroots people going round knocking on doors, you've got nothing. You've got a policy in Scotland, you've got or being drafted in Scotland, you've got a policy nationally for reform with a small r of our institutions, support for business and all the rest of it. You've got nothing in Wales at the moment. You need to pull your finger out if you're going to get a result here. It's no good saying, look how far we've come. We are the major opposition party in Wales. That won't please me, because we're going to be stuck with Plaid, a nationalist party that have put independence on the back burner for now to get people like me to vote for them. But it's a dangerous, dangerous path, because we've not seen a surge of nationalism in Wales in terms of independence like they have in Scotland. That could change if this lot get in. So please, Mr. Farage and the others there, I know it's in train, you say it's happening. You need to pull your finger out. Let's get some policies, because we do all love Wales. Are we going to lose it? The jury's out.